Hey there, Sarah here. You may have heard that I recently traveled to the 5th World Parkinson Congress, which is one of the biggest Parkinson's conferences in the entire world. It was 4 days long and had literally hundreds of speakers, hundreds of workshops. It was a lot to take in, even for a Parkinson's enthusiast like myself. But today I'm going to boil everything down to my top 3 takeaways that I feel like you need to know if you're going to try and slow the progression of your Parkinson's symptoms. So if you're ready and you're in it to win it, give me a thumbs up on this video and let's jump in. Golden nugget number 1, community is everything. Dr. Lori Mishley, who you all know I love and follow very closely, talked about her research on if nutrients impact the progression of Parkinson's disease. And her research and her recent findings are that going beyond exercise and nutrition, social interaction is actually a nutrient that your body needs and craves to be able to live well. Her team has developed a scale called the Pro-PD scale that measures disease severity over time. Higher scores are worse, lower scores are better, and they found that on average, Parkinson's progresses at about 38 points per year. This is important to note. Before I tell you why, I though want to ask you 2 questions. First question, true or false? You feel like you have a lot of friends. Second question, true or false? You would say that you feel lonely. According to her research, if you answer true to the statement, I have a lot of friends, typically your score on her Pro-PD disease severity scale is 177 points lower than average. That's the equivalent of saving 4.6 years worth of disease progression. And according to her research, if you answer true to the statement, I am lonely, typically your score on her Pro-PD disease severity scale is 354 points higher than average. That's the equivalent of nearly 10 years of disease progression. According to Dr. Mishley, you can be exercising 6 days a week for 30 minutes a day, but if you still say that you're lonely, it's a complete wash. I was totally shocked by this, and that means that the single biggest predictor of the progression of your Parkinson's symptoms is whether or not you would say that you feel lonely. So this is why my number 1 golden nugget takeaway from the WPC is that community is everything. And if you're lonely, it's time to reach out to someone. You can start just by saying hi in the comment section below. Maybe tell us where you're at, see if someone's close by that you can connect with. But pick something, go see people, attend an event at your church, see if there's a way you can volunteer in your community, grab a friend for coffee, go for a drive, brainstorm something that connects you with other human beings so that you can get that social interaction, that social health nutrient that Dr. Mishley is all about. So social connection is key. And if you're someone who said that you have a lot of friends and that you don't feel lonely, share in the comment section below how you stay connected with others so that we all have some idea banks to pull from. And just know that there's always someone to talk to, a cause to get behind, a group to connect with. It may feel like you are all alone, but I can assure you that you are not. My golden nugget number 2, exercise is critical. I attended workshops on all kinds of things: sexual dysfunction, urinary incontinence, Parkinson's pain, cognitive decline, dementia, anxiety, depression, living well with Parkinson's, slowing your Parkinson's symptoms, Parkinson's pain. In all of the workshops I attended, exercise got a strong nod as one of the best and most impactful things that you can be doing to manage your Parkinson's symptoms. Not only does it help you optimize and maximize the amount of dopamine that you have in your body that your brain is able to use, exercise also produces all kinds of wonderful brain chemicals that protects your brain from future damage. So it's a win-win. When it comes to balance, fall risk, cognitive decline, and long-term management of your Parkinson's symptoms, the closer to diagnosis that you start your exercise program, the more impactful it will be in the long run. So I also attended a talk that answered the question, what is the best kind of exercise for Parkinson's? And honestly, the answer really is the kind that you will do. But there are 7 elements of an effective Parkinson's exercise program that stacks the cards in your favor and helps you get the most bang for your buck when it comes to working out and impacting your Parkinson's symptoms. And I share those 7 elements inside my free downloadable Parkinson's Plan of Attack checklist, which you can find a link to in the description below this video. So this golden nugget is all about exercise, and if you haven't started an exercise program, this is your not so gentle nudge to do so. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section below if you are exercising, what are you up to, and if you haven't started yet, maybe what you could plan to do starting today. Golden nugget number 3, anxiety and depression aren't just part of the Parkinson's package. According to Dr. Roxanne Dobkin, a Parkinson's researcher, anxiety is a highly treatable condition with a variety of techniques. And she shared that while anxiety can be a significant non-motor symptom, it shouldn't be just written off as another part of the Parkinson's package. She spoke about a type of personalized psychotherapy called cognitive behavioral therapy that targets thoughts and behaviors that cause and maintain anxiety in Parkinson's. And the research is actually very strong when it comes to CBT and how it affects anxiety and depression in Parkinson's disease. Another recommendation she had was to do 3 things each day. Exercise daily, there it is again, do some type of social activity, and also pleasurable activity or hobby. And I also spoke outside of physicians and researchers. I spoke with a lot of people who have been diagnosed with Parkinson's, who have gone to see a therapist, a psychotherapist when it comes to anxiety and depression, and have had really awesome results. So if you have anxiety or depression and you'd like to find a cognitive behavioral therapist, I've linked a resource below that can help you find one in your area. And another thing you'll find in the description box below is a really helpful episode that Dr. Dobkin did on ParkinsonTV, highlighting anxiety and depression in Parkinson's. So these are my top 3 takeaways of the World Parkinson Congress in Kyoto, Japan. I actually have a 4th that I'll share with you here in a moment, but these top 3 golden nuggets are the things that are essential to understand right now when it comes to slowing the progression of your Parkinson. So let me know real fast in the comment section below, did any of these 3 takeaways that I just shared surprise you? And what's one thing you can do right now to act on what you've learned? If you haven't already downloaded my Parkinson's Plan of Attack checklist, make sure that you do that. It will help you identify the top things that you need to be doing on a daily basis according to where you are in your Parkinson's journey to make the biggest impact on your symptoms right now and for the long run. And you can find the link to that in the description box below or visit invigoratept.com/checklist. Now for my bonus nugget. I told you I had a 4th takeaway, so here it is. There is a lot to look forward to in the Parkinson's world. We have developments in stem cell research, which isn't quite where we want it to be yet, but it's developing. People are researching new medications, different surgical approaches, and deep brain stimulation approaches. We've got healthcare providers and entire healthcare systems designing programs centered around you as the patient to improve your outcomes and decrease the cost of care. And of course, the race continues to find a cure for Parkinson's. We have some of the brightest, most enthusiastic, most innovative people working to find a cure for Parkinson's, including a Nobel laureate. However, as the race continues, the message was really clear. You cannot wait to take action until there's a cure. You have to take action now. Time is precious, and the more time you sit around and just wait for a cure, the worse off you're gonna be when that cure arrives. You wanna be strong, you wanna be ready to receive, whether it's stem cells, whether it's an implant, whether it's a medication. You wanna keep your body in tip-top shape until that day arrives, and it has to be starting today. So, in summary, exercise, be around people who light you up, and do something pleasurable and have gratitude every single day. Or as my friend Heather Kennedy of Kathleen Kiddo blog says, hunt joy. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this video valuable, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who you think might benefit. You never know whose life you could change with one share. Thanks so much for tuning in, and until I see you next time, keep moving, and I'm sending you lots and lots of big hugs. Bye.